Wu, today you can either increase the purchase price by 30 cents and hand over 40 cents of the shares in the cold chain warehouse to the village collective for free. You can demolish the cold chain warehouse.
Wu, everyone is not making things difficult for you. The cold chain warehouse was built in Q1 village and earned money from Huangtao in Q1 village. You give 40 cents to the village collective and increase the purchase price by 30 cents.
It can be regarded as repaying the villagers. It is also appropriate. It should be.
When I paid 8 million for a mortgage on my house, who of you said I should help me? When I spent more than 1 million to build roads in the village, I spent more than 1 million to build roads, 280,000 to lay cement at your doorstep, and more than 300,000 to install street lights. Haven't you enjoyed it? How you have to fix it yourself.
Cultivation, we are not forcing you. Aren't you building roads just for the convenience of making money? Don't call yourself so noble. Other buildings in the village.
Who came to your door several times begging me to help you? Liu Guangkai, who paved the cement road in front of your house. Aunt Zhao, your grandson cannot see the road clearly when he goes home at night and falls down. Who installed the street light? Uncle Wang, on the night when your heart ached. Who carried you 5 meters up the mountain road?
It's useless to say this. Now everyone only cares about money. You are occupying everyone's land to build a cold chain warehouse and want to make a fortune, but there is no way.
You could sell peaches before if I hadn't gone to supermarkets and gone online. Would the price of your yellow peaches have tripled? If I had built a cold chain warehouse, all your peaches would still be rotting on the trees. That's our yellow peach.
What does it have to do with you that you can sell it well if you grow it well? That is, we must increase the purchase price and give 40% of the shares today. Otherwise, we will destroy the cold chain warehouse and no one will be able to get good products.
If you have something to say, please speak it up, but don't do anything. Li Wu has indeed helped everyone a lot. That is what he is willing to help. And it is different from the shares and the purchase price. I invested more than 3 million yuan in loans to build roads, install street lights, build cold chain warehouses, and run channels. And now my account is still negative. You haven't paid a penny, but now you see that you are making some money. You want 40% of the shares if you open your mouth,
Without our Huantao from Q1 village, your cold chain warehouse would be just a pile of broken iron. If you don't pay 5 fees, you can't even think about opening this warehouse today. Yes, Uncle Liu.
This idea was yours, right? Wu, I also think about everyone. Prices rise every year, and the purchase price doubles. The shares given to everyone are treated as dividends. Dividends can be negotiated, investments and shares can be negotiated, but now, you want nothing more than nothing!
Liu Gankai, stop talking nonsense! If I don't give you shares, I will give you shares until you do. If you don't agree to give me shares, I will continue to sell them.
Fifth brother, the temperature in the cold storage has been rising. If it continues like this, the 300,000 kilograms of yellow peaches to be shipped today will go bad. Did you hear that? You quickly agreed to give shares. If you don't give shares, you won't be able to give away even a pound of peaches today. Okay, since you think I'm making money, then I won't make any money. Dayao, call the crane and your brothers to dismantle the cold chain warehouse this afternoon. Dismantle positions. What a joke. The cold chain warehouse worth more than 3 million yuan was demolished as soon as possible. It must be to scare everyone.
It's more than 3 million yuan and the bank still owes the loan. What can he pay back if he withdraws it? I think it's just acting. You'll definitely have to come back and give in to us later. This guy has feelings for the village.
Just say some harsh words. When he calms down, he will naturally come back to negotiate.
No, it can't be. This is really coming.
Can't be demolished, can't be demolished, lie, whoa!
You prodigal son, you're crazy. This is the cold storage of our village. Woo, don't be like this. We are all from the same village. We can see each other when we look up. Why bother? As for the price and shares, we can discuss it again, and we can discuss it easily. Uncle Leo, it's too late to discuss it now. Whoever dares to touch the cold mine again, I will fight with him! Hey, Li Wu, you white-eyed wolf, how dare you! You white-eyed wolf, Liu Guangkai, your family doesn't have enough money to build a house. Who lent you 50,000 yuan without saying a word and hasn't said a word about repaying it yet? Li Wu, consider myself worthy of every villager in Q1 village. I can't give you what you want. This cold chain warehouse anymore.
全玩呢。 It's over. It's all over.
Li Wu! Stop it, Li Wu! You are crazy! Do you know what you are doing? This is a warehouse with more than 3 million yuan, which is the hope of the whole village. Just dismantle it if you say so. Uncle Zhou, you are here. Can I not come? Please get that thing removed quickly. If you have anything to do, let's sit down and talk. Sit down and talk.
When Liu Deju instigated everyone to ask for 40% of the shares, I went to you with the contract. You said that you should first appease the villagers, and let me take care of the overall situation. I will show you the ledger of advance payments for road construction and lighting installation over the years, and I will tell you that I am still losing money. You patted my shoulder and said, "Young people, you need to take a long-term view and don't tear things apart. This cold chain warehouse is the hope of the whole village." When I was building roads, you didn't say that this is the hope of the whole village. When I was placing orders, you didn't say that this was the hope of the whole village. Now, I will tear down my own things, and he will become the hope of the whole village.
Your hopes are so cheap. I told you to stop. Did you hear me? I am the village chief of Q1 village, and I have the final say here. If you move again, he'll call the police to arrest you.
Damn!
Speed up. Before dark, I want to see him turn into a pile of scrap metal. Got it, fifth brother.
There was no cold storage for my peaches, so they all rotted in the ground. My peach! My money!
It's over. It's all over. I really dared to guess. The surname is Liu.
It's all you. It's you who said he didn't dare. It's you who said he was just trying to scare people.
I am you, and you said that if I follow you, I guarantee that I can get more money. Where is the money now? The cold storage is gone. Can we keep it? You made us all miserable.
He is not demolishing the cold storage. He is demolishing the village.
Li Wu, I beg you to count me out, okay? Stop it. If this continues, the village will really be destroyed. Uncle Zhou, the village was not destroyed today.
From the day you took all my efforts for granted.
It's over. Q1 village is over.
Mr. Wang, Li Wu, what are you doing? My people have been waiting at your place for a day. Where is the goods? If it's not available tonight, my supermarket shelves will be empty tomorrow. Do you know what this means, Mr. Wang?
Sorry, I don't want your apology. I want the goods. The goods are gone.
The cold storage is gone too. Wang, what do you mean? This means that if the contract is breached, the liquidated damages will be tripled, totaling 2.7 million yuan.
I will pay it to your company's account as soon as possible. Lai Wu, are you crazy? I'm not crazy. I just don't want to make money on my knees anymore.
Uncle Zhou, bring a message to Q1 village. For me, God's way is reincarnation. Who will God spare? From now on, Q1 village and I are inseparable from cause and effect. I originally wanted to turn Q1 village into a paradise, but they personally demolished my livelihood. They thought I lost. But actually the fun was just beginning.
My peach! If this continues, this year will be yuan a pound, no more. 3 pieces. Last year, Bossly paid 12 yuan for high-quality fruits.
You don't even get a fraction of this, boss lie. They have cold storage and big channels. What do you have? Just these piles of peaches waiting to rot. Do you want to sell them for 3 yuan? After today's $2. Roll! It's only 3 yuan. How about sending it to a beggar? Okay, I won't charge a piece of it then.
Boss, I listened to you. Without Li Wu, we would still be selling. He'll take him to the city tomorrow and sell it myself.
Will it be sold for $1.50? Roll, roll, roll. Humph. If you don't buy it, he'll throw it away.
My head, my mountain of golden bumps is all gone. It's over. It's over.
Please give me a nice word. What should I do now? Let Li Wu come back and build the cold storage again.
Without Li Wu, we can't survive. Let me tell you, this is all Li Wu's conspiracy. He deliberately demolished the warehouse.
He wanted to laugh at us and force us to beg him. We can't be fooled.
I was fooled by you. If you hadn't taken the lead in smashing other people's empty cardboard boxes, would things have gotten to this point? The peach is rotten in the mountains, and you are still making sarcastic remarks here.
And Liu Deshu, where are the others? He was the one who instigated us in the beginning, saying that Liu Wu valued his feelings and did not dare to break up with us, saying that he was guaranteed to get the shares. Where are they dead now? Yesterday I saw his mother-in-law sneaking home to get something. She said she was going to the city and walked out. She ran away.
He heard us like this and ran away. What's the use of scolding them now? When they incited you, which one of you didn't follow them? Who doesn't think about getting shares for free and getting more money? Kuiwan village was not destroyed by Lai Wu. It was ourselves and our own greed that forced the god of wealth to run away and destroyed the village's livelihood with our own hands.
Please call a Wu. Let's kowtow to him, admit our mistake, and beg him to come back. If this continues, we will all have to beg for food. Yes, go and ask the Spirit King with...
I apologize to him. Sorry, the number you dialed is turned off.
Oh, fifth brother, what kind of wind brings you here? Your car is a treasure. It has only been running for more than a year and is in its prime. Xiaofeng, no nonsense. Please inspect the car and estimate it. Xiaofeng, no nonsense. I want a car inspection and estimate urgently. Fifth brother, do you want to buy a new one for fun? Exchange money to pay debts. Lao Zhang, come here. Hurry up.
Fifth brother, the car is in top-notch condition with no faults at all. With this market price, I can give you up to 420,000 yuan. This is really a brotherly price. One more point, you'll sleep on the road tonight.
好嘞 Contract. Okay. 老板 That boss. Lie. Aunt.
Are you? My surname is Zhang and my name is Zhang Gilin, bossly from Toxi village next door. I have been looking for you for a long time. We have all heard about the incident in Q1 village. So what have you heard about it?
Aunt Zhang, if you came here to see a joke, you saw it too.
No, I'm not here to see a joke, boss Lei. I'm here to invite you, please me. 请你的冷 times go to our Toxi village to build a cold storage, please.
Go build a cold warehouse in our Toxi village. Aunt Zhang, you may not understand the situation. I have to sell my car to pay off the debt. So what can I build? I am now a pauper with a debt of 5 million. This is the end of assistance. Even if I have money, why do you think I will fall into the same trap again?
Boss Lai, here is 300,000 yuan, including the pension money I have saved all my life, and all the belongings of more than 100 households in Toxi village. We know
This little money can't even buy a corner of the warehouse you demolished. But this is all the sincerity of our Toxi village. Sincerity, Q1 village was more sincere than you. Aunt Zhang, take the money back. I swore.
I will never touch any project to help farmers in this life. Bossly, we are poor and have little education. But we know that people cannot be without conscience, let alone break the rules. These are the 123 households in our village. The fingerprints placed in front of the ancestral tablets are the fingerprints performed by the 123 households in our village in front of the ancestral tablets. Rules are dead, but people's hearts are alive.
If you can press your fingerprints today, you can turn your back and deny it tomorrow. Things about Suiwan village.
You know better than me. They are them and we are us. Boss Lai, we in Toxi village have been poor all our lives and have been fighting for our whole lives.
When I was 20 years old, we had to walk 5 miles up the mountain road to collect water in the village. I took the women from the village and dug the well myself with hose and shovels. I dug it for 3 months. The stone was too hard and all the tools broke. The well was not completed. Half the women in the village have been unable to hold chopsticks for half a year. When I was 35 years old, the dirt road leading out of the mountain was washed away by a flash flood. I took the men in the village to carry stones in the mountains to build roads, 1 person per day. After carrying it 8 times for half a month, a young junior slipped and fell off the cliff, breaking his leg. If the road is not completed, the young man's leg will be lame for the rest of his life. Boss Lai, it's not that we haven't thought about living a good life, and it's not that we haven't tried our best. We have been fighting for our whole lives, but we just lack a chance. We need someone like you who can turn our peaches into money and make our efforts not in vain.
Okay, Aunt Jiang, let me ask you 2 questions. Answer me honestly. Well, you ask.
The kiwi fruit market will skyrocket next year. A dealer comes to your village and bids 20 cents more than I do. I want to pay the price on the same day. What should you do? Who dares to sell privately, according to the 3rd rule of the Iron Rule? The whole village will discuss it together and break out of cooperation. Good.
So if there is an elderly person in the village who is seriously ill, and their children need to go to college, and they are urgently waiting for money, and want to get dividends in advance, or rent out the land in exchange for a quick sum of money. What about you?
What to do? This question is so heartbreaking. It tortures the weakest part of human nature. Rules are rules.
Something so big cannot ruin the livelihood of the whole village. If we are really in trouble, our village will find a way to get it together. But not a word on the contract can be changed. Zodi Hai will never have this look.
And your 6 rules are used to restrain gentlemen. But what I want to deal with is villains. Therefore, I will add 3 more items. Article 7, the ugliness comes first. In any cooperation, the villain comes first before the prince. Natural disasters, the market crashes, no harvest, one party breaches the contract. Everything is written into the formal contract. Everything is done according to the contract. No favors, only the terms. Article 8. Okay, 1 veto. I, Lei Wu, have the right to veto everything in the cold chain warehouse. If I don't agree, it will be invalid. Article 9. Sitting together. If any household in the cooperative violates the contract, no matter how big or small, after verification, 10% of the village's monthly dividend will be deducted. Jiang Danyang and the Tatoru will be permanently removed from the cooperative. Who dares to stick to the point? Without Lai Wu's help, the neighbors could tear him alive first. Aunt Jiang, you go back and discuss with your village. If you all agree to these 3 rules, I, Li Wu, will play with you once. I bet the hearts of the people in your Toxi village are more valuable than those in Kuan village.
How is your mother, Boss Lai?
I agreed, but Boss Lai added 3 rules to us. The 7th rule is that everything should be done according to the contract. Only Terverbs. Article 8.1, vote veto. Boss Lai alone has the final say regarding the cold power warehouse. If he doesn't agree, it just can't be done. Didn't this invite an old man back? Article 9, sitting together. If any family in the village breaks the rules, no matter how big or small it is, if it is found out, the village's dividends for the month will be deducted by 10%.
The offending family will be kicked out forever and even be seated. Aunt Jiang, his child, made a complaint and deducted my family's dividends. Why? What kind of king's method? Untried, unfair. When one person makes a mistake, the whole village is punished and treated as a prisoner.
This rule is too overbearing and we can't extend.
Zhao Laosi, were you greedy for cheap last year and mixed unripe green peaches with good peaches and sold them to dealers? They came to the door the next day, and all the peaches in the village were priced at a dime. There are more than 100 households, which one has not lost hundreds or even thousands because of you. Who settled the score with you at that time?
Wongar Mesting, peaches was blocked on the road the year before last. In order to let people collect yours first, you invited people to eat and stuffed cigarettes, which wasted time. It was dark, and the peaches from dozens of houses behind were not loaded into the car. The dealer left the next day, and the peaches rotted in the basket. Did you pay for it?
Do you think this rule is unfair? Let me tell you what is the greatest fairness. The greatest fairness is for everyone in Toxi village to work together as one. The word naughty is made into a golden sign. Anyone who dares to smear this sign will be the sinner of the whole village. These 3 heavenly rules are military orders and certificates of submission. Those who are willing to sign, from now on, we will share the blessings and share the hardships. If you don't want to, stand up now and get your money back.
My mother said compassion cannot control troops, and without rules nothing can be accomplished.
I bet. I signed. This car is not for sale.
Why?
Boss Lai, all 120. 3 households have their fingerprints pressed. Okay.
I will come to your village tomorrow. Xiao Feng, the car is a mortgage with you. I also want 400,000 in cash. I will repay you 420,000 with interest within 3 days. 20,000 interest in 3 days?
5th brother, you are crazy. I still won't pay interest. No more, just treat you as my friend. I believe you can make a comeback.
Diong, the balance is transfer you 5th brother. If you go bankrupt and give me money, I can't ask for it. Hold. Li Wu cannot owe anything to my brothers.
Help me find second-hand refrigeration units and composite panels. It needs to be fast. Money is not an issue. The quality must pass the standard. I will take care of it.
Boss Lai, the contract will be signed tomorrow. What tricks do capitalists like you want to play when you come to our remote country?
Before we start construction, I have only one sentence from the moment you sign. You are no longer farmers. What do you mean? Farmers rely on the weather and respect human relationships. But from today on, you are employees of cold power warehouses, and you must respect rules, contracts, and efficiency. What I want is a team that can fight hard. If you can't do it, quit now. At 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, everyone will bring their hoes and shovels and gather here. Boss Lai, use an excavator to dig the foundation. My second uncle's cousin drives an excavator and he can do it in half a day. No need for an excavator, use your hands to dig inch by inch. 1 minute late.
Or if you don't come tomorrow, take your money and get out. This man is a madman.
The excavator costs less than 2,000 yuan a day. How much is the labor fee for more than 100 people a day? This is not management at all. This is tier.
都别挖了 Stop! Stop digging!
Boss Lai, I have a few questions. First, if the excavator can finish the job in half a day, who will bear the cost of wasting more than 100 people's time? Second, you obviously have money. Why do you want to squeeze their physical strength? Third, they are humans, not animals. Why do you trample on their dignity? Finish.
Having said that, he is right. I am testing you and training you. But what I am training is the bad nature in your bones. It takes half a day to dig with an excavator. And then you go home and argue over the land. And you drink too much and start fooling around. But you are still in disarray. I want you to sweat together. Whoever wants to do something behind their back in the future should first ask if they are worthy of the brothers and sisters around them who have been exposed together. What would we do if someone cut the power lines tomorrow and cut off the water supply, waiting to die? No, we dig our own wells and generate our own electricity. Our team learned to use the stupidest way to solve problems today. Wang Amazi took the initiative to give water to Aunt Lai at 10 o'clock in the morning. Gao Daner, help Uncle Zhang dig half a truckload more soil at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Zhao Laosi, a total of 30. 7 scoops of soil were dug, 21 straight, back beatings were performed, and 8 drinks of water were taken. The average working time was 3 minutes and 5 minutes of rest. Tell me, can an excavator calculate this? Here, sweat is worth more than money. From today on, you are the guide here. You're responsible for making them sweat, and you're responsible for recording it. Each person's basic work score is 10 points, Wanger's pockmark will add 2 points, Gauden will add 3 points, and Zhou Lassi will deduct 5 points. Work points are directly linked to dividends. He is not building a cold storage, he is building a fortress of the human heart. I lost, and I am convinced that I lost. 继续干活 Keep working.
On Jiang, the fruits are growing really well this year. As per the old rules, it's 3 yuan a pound, all inclusive.
Boss Jiang, there are new rules now. What rules can you set for a little girl movie? When I did business with Toxie Village, you were not born yet. First, don't negotiate the price. Inspect the goods first, and the fruits will be divided into first and second grades. Second,
Official on-site weighing data is confirmed by both parties, and the contract is signed from business to business. Third, the goods must be paid in full before the goods can leave the village. Rules, do you have cold storage? The fruits are not sold after being picked. Do they just wait to rot on the tree? This is my rule.
By coincidence, we do have a cold storage. It'll take you to see it. This is our cold storage. Fruits can be stored for 3 months after being picked.
Okay, sorting, right? I'd like to see what flowers you can sort out. Okay, sorting, right? I want to see what flowers you can sort out.
Red fruit has a diameter of over 80 and a sugar content of over 17. First class fruit, Wang King's niece. Special grade fruit. It'll give you 5 yuan. Is that interesting enough? The wholesale price of special grade fruit is 12. First grade fruit.
8 yuan, 5 yuan for the second level fruit. 12 yuan to grab money. This is the value. Try it. 看看, this taste is completely different from the previous fruit. In the past you accepted gold as stone, but now we set the gold price ourselves 12 yuan. Do you want it? This is the fresh kiwi fruit we selected. Kaham just live broadcast to bring goods. Take a look. Greenland Boutique Supermarket is the national quality benchmark. It's available in such a big supermarket. I have to seize the opportunity. Boss Jiang, do you still want this fruit? Want it? Wang King, go through the contract process.
We did it. And things changed in Tyoxie Village.
If you don't rest, you won't be able to sleep. And you. Remember the expenses. Group them. Li Wu, thank you. Thank me for what? Thank you. We can make money standing up.
There's a power outage in the cold storage. Let's go and see what's going on.
He La Wu made us all in debt and became the savior of Toxie Village. Brother Gong Kai, stop shouting. Let people hear you. If you hear me, I will die. What a fright. I heard that their peaches cost 12 yuan a pound. 12 yuan a pound.
Lai Wu,
and I made him return to before liberation overnight. Didn't he rely on the cold storage to turn over? Let's shut down his cold storage store. 怕什么? And the millions of goods were all destroyed in one night. This is illegal. Now that there is nothing, what are you afraid of?
Brother, hurry up. Li Wu. Oh. Meantime, I want to see you cry tomorrow.
Why, Peach, a year of hope. What is this? I just saw the good days and gave them all to my mother.
Shut up! Can crying make the phone call come? Can resentment keep peaches from spoiling? I forgot about your fingerprints and the 9th rule of heaven. If the peach is rotten today, all the money of all the people in 123 households has been lost, and no one can escape. Yes, Mr. Yan, please move my 30,000 cent bonus. Listen to the village chief. Listen to the village chief. Listen to the village chief. The logistics team's second mother, Wang Er, led the team to comfort the elderly and children. 1 team and 2 teams, Gaodan, led the team to check the route for me. 3 or 4 young adults went to the village committee to install boss list backup generator. The remaining people went home to find ice cubes, mats, and wet quilts to cool down physically.
Pliers, not an accident. Pliers, not an accident.
Really haven't made any progress at all. Hold on, move to the left, quickly. Help is waiting over there. In the cold storage!
Liu Deshu, I wanted to let you go, but I didn't expect you to come to my door. Let me settle the accounts of Q1 Village for you.
Dear leaders and distinguished guests, the acceptance of the first batch of Toxie Fresh Fruit orders begins now.
Don't move! There's a ghost in here! Li Wu! You're a liar! It's not enough to deceive our QE1 village! You came to Toxie Village to deceive the leaders again!
We have to make the decision! This Lei Wu built a cold storage in our Q1 village and said he would make everyone rich, but in the end we lost all our money and ran away! Yes, how dare you accept the goods from such a person? Fraud! Fraud! Let's get the money! Comrade Li Wu! What's going on?
If you dare to come to our place and scold Fifth Brother, you are seeking death!
Damn it, calm down.
Lai told me not to move lightly. Uncle Liu.
The performance is over. Mr. Wang, I'm sorry for the little interruption. Jihe, I wasted a few minutes watching a play. One King, the first act begins with great success and failure.
This is the amount of money I have invested in Q1 Village in the past 3 years. Not a penny more has been calculated. The accounts, invoices, and notary offices have backups. I dare to ask Uncle Liu, what did I lie to you?
Are you building roads to make it easier for you to transport goods? Act 2, who is the villain?
This is why Liu Gongkai said that I ruined the peach. More than 300,000 yuan worth of control boxes were smashed, the entire cold storage heated up, and hundreds of tons of yellow peaches were scrapped. I have all the records here. You are so slanderous. Don't worry, Uncle Liu.
The Etahi Li Wu is just a weakling, focusing on emotions. The more aggressive you are, the more he will give in. Regarding the shares, we must stick to 40 cents. If he disagrees, we will destroy his position. The law does not punish the public. He does not dare to do anything to us.
It turns out that we were all used as guns by him. In the last scene, thief. I forgot to tell you that smoking is completely prohibited in Toxie Village. The cigarette butts you left are very conspicuous. Why does a good man who always thinks about the villagers go to another village's telephone pole in the middle of the night to smoke a 5 yuan golden dragon, and then cut off the way to survive for tens of thousands of kilograms of fruit?
Lai Wu, we have accepted the case you reported. Are they these people?
Please come back to the team with us and cooperate with us to make a record.
I only have two things to say when doing things. First, be worthy of your conscience. Second, be worthy of the rule. All evidence will be presented to the police and leaders today. Is the goods from Toxie Village worth collecting? Is the road to Toxie Village correct? You already have the answer in your mind.
The quality inspection report came out and all indicators were better than the contract standards. The sugar content and quality of the super grade fruit reach export level standards. And they are loaded onto the truck for delivery.
Hello, is this Boss Li Wu? Who are you? I am Zhou Dehai. Wu. Uncle Zhou knows. I'm sorry for you. In the village, something happened in the village. The yellow peaches are all rotten. All over the mountains and plains are rotten. And now the road smells of rotten peaches.
The two Danwas, Liu Deshu and Liu Gafa, were arrested. And now the villagers know that they were used as gunslingers. Every household has rotten peaches in the fields. They haven't gotten a penny out of it. And they still owe a debt of 5.
So, Wu, Uncle Zhou, please come back. We know we are wrong. We really know we are wrong. When you come back, we will kowtow to you, and the whole village will line up to kowtow to you and admit your mistakes.
Uncle Joe, let me ask you 3 questions. First, can Kowtow make rotten peaches grow back on the tree? Second, will admitting my mistake make my 3 million liquidated damages and several million bank loans disappear automatically? Third, what else can you do except kneel on your knees?
If I beg for mercy, can I still stand upright and act like a human being?
Do you really have no feelings for me at all?
I gave it. Before Liu Gongkai smashed the first hole, I gave it. It was you who smashed him with your own hands. Uncle Zhou, you have been a village chief all your life, but you still haven't understood one thing. The world doesn't run on favor. It depends on the rules. It's not impossible to cooperate, really.
Wu, we agree to whatever conditions you have. Okay, listen clearly. Number 1. To pay off the debt, Q1 Village destroyed my equipment, which indirectly led to a breach of contract, and a direct economic loss of more than 3 million. This money must not be lost. And the whole village will share it equally among households.
When will it be paid off? When are you eligible to talk about Article 2? What 3 million? This is going to kill everyone. This is not fatal.
This is taking responsibility for your own actions. Article 2 sign the heavenly rules. You should copy the 9 heavenly rules of Toxie Village intact, especially Article 9. Even if one person is missing, more than 100 households will have their fingerprints pressed one by one, and one person missing will not be counted. Article 3. Identity exchange. You used to be the landlord and I was the tenant. Now it's the other way around. In party.
Your peaches can only be sold to me as a Section B supplier. I set the price and standards. You are not qualified to become a shareholder. Only qualified to be replaced. Wu, are you trying to force us to death?
It's not me who's driving you to death. It's your own greed that you can't get rid of. I think him too cruel. I just feel sorry for them. To condone evil is to betray good. If I soften my heart today, the people I feel most sorry for are the 123 households in Toxie Village who have shed blood and sweat with me.
He is not seeking revenge. He is protecting everything he has built with his own hands. Brother Lai, you are awesome. You are really awesome.
Today, how can you sell fruit? You are setting the rules.
Mr. Wang has received the award, not the award at all. Brother Lai, in addition to the acceptance inspection, I also have a merciless invitation, or a greater cooperation.
Then let's go to the office inside to talk. Your special fruit is of shockingly good quality. But to be honest, the output of a Toxie village is too limited. Fruit crow has been a long-standing problem for our Greenland in the entire Jiangnan area. Every household is a small farmer, with uneven quality and unstable supply. And then it is common for prices to rise from the ground up. A fruit tyrant like Liu Daxiu. Every county and every town has been tricked. I don't know how many times. Your Toxie village model is standardized, militarized, and contract-based. Isn't this the supplier we all want in our dreams? Therefore, I would like to ask you to come forward. Greenland Group will contribute the capital, and you will contribute the technology and model. We will join hands to build a super cold chain logistics and quality control alliance covering hundreds of villages.
I thought the success of Toxie Village was the end, but I didn't expect it was just the starting point. Mr. Wang, your alliance is a castle on the sand.
Brother Li, what do you mean? I provide the payment channels, you provide the model. Strong alliance, what could be more stable than this? If you can invest in me today, you can invest in Zhang Wu and Li Wu tomorrow. If you are optimistic about my interest management model today, cost interest management model appears tomorrow, you will replace me without hesitation. The logic of capital is to pursue profit. It's not loyalty. Then depending on what you want, cooperation is fine.
But it's not you and me joining forces. Nor is it you investing in me. It's me who sets the standards. I will be responsible for the implementation, and I will establish a real Jiangnan Agricultural Products Quality Control Alliance. And your Greenland Group is the first and most important strategic customer of this alliance. But not the only one. You mean, you want to start a new business on your own?
Yes.
An ancestral creation based on rules rather than capital. If you want to cooperate, it's the same as Santiago. First, I don't want your investment, I want your purchase advance. Greenland Group's next 3 years. The total number of fruit purchase orders in the entire Jiangnan area is no less than 500 million, right? I ask you to take 30% of the total order amount in the first year. 50 million is used as an advance payment and is paid into the alliance's public account.
This money is used to start, expand, and build cold chain warehouses. 50 million.
This is not an investment. This is using greenfield money to build his own empire. Second, I will set all standards for the alliance's admission, quality control, grading, rewards, and punishments. All villages that join must unconditionally implement the naughty rules. As a customer, you, Greenland, only have the right to inspect and receive goods, and do not have the right to dictate within the alliance. Third, also the most important one, the alliance provides Greenland with the highest quality and most stable supply. However, if Greenland unilaterally breaches the contract or attempts to bypass the alliance to contact suppliers privately, the alliance will be permanently terminated. Terminate all cooperation with Greenland Group, put them on the industry blacklist, and never hire them. Overbearing. Too overbearing.
What kind of cooperation agreement is this? This is an unequal treaty. Our annual sales of Greenland Group are tens of billions. In his scheme of things, has just a client who needs to follow the rules. Do you want love?
How many times has Greenland been tricked by those national tyrants and local cowards over the years? If such an alliance can really be established, those 50 million are not buying goods, they are buying the most stable and high-quality supply chain in the entire Jiangnan district in the next 10 or 20 years. Brother Lai, no. Mr. Lai.
I bet. Welcome to the alliance. Mr. Wang. Great. On behalf of the county, I fully support the construction of the alliance.
Mr. Lai, your stall is so fast. It's not that I'm fast.
3个月 is a weird rule. Village Chief Yang, let me say it for the last time. 实地考3个月, I want to join the alliance and submit a soil water quality report and the household registration information of the 108 households in the village according to the process. 3月 after passing the review, I will conduct an on-site inspection for 3 months.
We can wait, but we can't wait. We are separated from Q1 village by a mountain. We are afraid of the evil nature of that place. It's the 9th rule of the heavenly rule that makes it too harsh. If one family makes a mistake, the whole village will deduct money. Who can bear it?
In the evening, Q1 Village's files were brought out and showed to Village Chief Yang. It's Mr. Li. Village Chief Yang, you are afraid of sitting together and think the rules are harsh. That's because you only saw the punishment and didn't see what he was protecting. What he protects is everyone who abides by the rules and prevents a pot of soup from being ruined by a mouse excrement. Protect your village from becoming the next Q1 village. If you want to take shortcuts and show favors, you can... Then you will continue to sell your apples to fruit sellers who run away at any time for 3 yuan a pound. Then pray that next year there won't be another one who can stay and help you win success.
Let him in.
Mr. Lai, this grew on the ground in the village without any pesticides.
That the Alliance cafeteria wanted to buy vegetables. We didn't need money, so we just wanted to exchange for some rice. There is no shortage of food in the canteen. 我私人买了, but I bought it privately.
Okay. Uncle Zhou, go back. What he gave was not money, but the last bit of dignity. Set off.
Consultant Zhang, did you see it?
See it, a business empire created by you. Say you for saving Toxie Village.
It wasn't me who saved Toxie Village. It was Toxie Village.
It was Toxie Village that saved me and made me believe again that there are always some people in this world who are worthy of your help again.